Okay, the purpose of this video is to show you how to use the AA video chat website. So basically what you do is you go to the AA video chat. Let's get out of there. I'm going to go, you go open up a new incognito window that gives you a, somewhat more privacy, and then just type in aavideochat.com. If you open up aavideochat.com, it automatically takes you to aavideochat.wordpress.com. And then you just simply click join meeting. This will join you to the Central East Side group. Now you will have to log in with your anonymous email. If you have, you probably want to use an anonymous email so that it doesn't identify who you are, but you can use your regular email, whatever it is. But there has to be some kind of email address and a Google account. And then you're going to have to click on allow to use your microphone and camera. If you don't allow that, then of course you're not going to be able to use your microphone and camera. So now I told two friends of mine to be online, and I'm going to hide my video right now, so I can hide my video, and click Join Hangout. Okay, guys, I'm online now. Sorry, I already told these guys that they would be recorded, so they know that, so there's no problem as far as anonymity. But you guys should all be aware that you can break your anonymity if you don't use this video button to hide your identity. I put a cartoon as my avatar, so when I click this, you can see that my avatar shows up. And if you want to just be silent, if you've got dogs or if you've got toilets flushing in the background or anything like that, you might want to mute your microphone. Now you guys can hear me, but they can't hear me right now because I muted my microphone. That's right. So there's any number of privacy issues that can happen on the internet that would be harder. Of course, somebody could have a pinhole microphone and they could have a pinhole camera in the AA meeting, but it's unlikely that they're going to do that. But on the online, people will casually have their family members listen in, right, to their video calls, but you can't see them on the camera, or they could just be recording it. Like right now, I'm recording this meeting with a different piece of software. So there are anonymity issues, but considering that we have right now a law requiring us to stay in, and we can't even go to the building where our meeting is held, we have to do something. So now you've seen how you can do that. Now some people might just want to chat. There's a little little conversation balloon here. You can click this balloon and you can type a message in there. Hello. And so you can type a message and it just pops up for a second and then it goes away. If you want to see the entire history of all the messages so far, you've got to click Show Messages, and then you can say, how are you? And so you can see the whole history of the messages, and you can just hide the messages this way. So it is possible, so while some people are talking in video, it's possible for other people to send text messages. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that it's possible to do that. Yes, right, good. Yeah, if you want to have a side conversation, there hasn't been an established etiquette for video meetings. So people will have background noise. People will have, they'll be not paying attention. They'll be looking like this and not paying attention to the meeting, which you would never do in a real meeting. What I'd suggest is if you are going to do that, click your camera and go offline. If you're going to pick your nose or scratch your ass or whatever it is you're going to do that and then pop back on with your video, and then that's kind of let's call it etiquette thing. Any other things that you guys think might be important to mention on the video? We want to keep the video short. So basically, you do not need to. What's that, John? Did you have something? John, did you have something that you wanted to say? Okay. And I think you guys noticed that when somebody starts talking, their picture appears. Like I can put my picture up if I want to on my screen, and I can click on Joe's or I can click on John's, and you can see which person you want to see by clicking on these windows down here. There's some other options here, like for example, you can share your screen. Like if I want to put my computer, let's suppose I want to share my screen. I'll do share screen, and I click on whichever screen I want to share. I've got two screens, so click the first one. So now it says you are screen sharing, and what I can do is I can go to the internet and I can let's just say AA preamble. And so if I go to this AA preamble, everybody is seeing the screen that I have here. So if I'm going to read the preamble, I can show the preamble as I read it. So here's the AA website, and here's the preamble from AA. And so, if I wanted to read that, I could do that. When I'm done sharing the screen, I could just go here and click Stop Sharing, and now I'm back, and those guys saw my screen and instead of my video. So you can play around with these other things, but basically, I think you can see how. Hopefully, you can see how to do the meeting. Did you have another point, Joe? That is such a good point. That is such a good point because a lot of people, especially who are newcomers, they do things, they tap things. They'll be tapping their pencil. They don't even know they're doing it because they're so wound up because of all the dopamine that's in their system, and they're getting their lack of dopamine that they have that. Muting your mic is a great idea. And you'll see, like you can see Joe had muted his mic. You can see that little mute right there on his microphone. So, all right, that's enough for this video. I mean, I think this should be enough for people to get started. Hopefully you guys can either join our meeting or start your own. I'm going to hop off, folks.